Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you so much for clicking on today's Pick a Card reading. So, in this video, we're going to be looking at your next encounter. The next time you see this person, how is it going to go? Okay, so if you want to see what's going to be in store for the two of you, all you need to do is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's where you'll find all the information. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number one. Let's take a look at your next encounter. The next time you see your person. One second, I'm just going to take this bracelet off actually because it's already annoying me. It's making a hell of a lot of noise. Okay. So group number one, what's going to happen in your next encounter with the person on your mind? So the next time you see them. Medicine bag. I don't usually start with this deck either, but I just felt called to today. So this may have a connection because it's a very earthy deck, so it may have a connection to the way in which you see each other potentially, but we shall see. So we've got gathering your tribe and then peace pipe. Okay, so the next time you see this person, I feel like either you're going to be out with your friends or they'll be out with their friends, or maybe this is you coming together through mutual friends. But I definitely see there being other people around. So I don't feel like this is going to be a one-on-one meeting or not a meeting that starts out one-on-one. So it may be, or rather, it may be that it starts with other people being around. You may get to spend some quality time together later, but initially it definitely feels like this is either a run-in or it's a meeting with other people and friends together. Okay. So let's see, what else am I picking up here? So I also feel like it's going to be a very healing experience for the two of you. Like you'll both equally feel this sense of peace when you come together. So maybe this has been a while since you've seen each other, or even if you feel or thought you were going to feel nervous when you see them, it kind of feels like it's just more relaxed than you feel, or that you might anticipate it to be. Yeah, like I just feel this really lovely sense of harmony coming over me now, where I could almost just go to sleep. So it's very comfortable. So maybe this person is a friend. Maybe this is somebody you've known for a while. Okay, and there is a level of comfortability with them. Now, even if you haven't known them for a while, maybe this is just that feeling that you get with them, that you get with only a select group of people in this lifetime, that you feel that past life connection or a sense of coming home. Okay, but let's see. Now, this could also be the time of day because it kind of looks like here, to me, this looks like dusk. Wait, yeah, dawn is the morning, dusk is like the evening, 6 when the sun's going down. Yeah, so it feels like this will be more, yeah, like early evening, or like I said, when the sun's going down. So the time of day, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be the morning or the afternoon. It's definitely late afternoon, early evening when I feel like you'll see them. Surrender to the divine. Okay, so the next time you see them, so again, I feel like there's another confirmation of this sense of peace and tranquility where it's like, okay, I can breathe now, just relax. Yeah, it's really quite lovely. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So it could also be during the season of Cancer season, when the sun is in the sign of Cancer. This could also be you're going to be near water. Okay, maybe you both live near water, or the place that you'll see each other, there could be a river nearby, or it could be near the sea, or there could be a water feature even, like a fish tank or a waterfall. Okay, definitely seeing a connection to water specifically in this meeting. So yeah, there's water connected to it. There's a dusk time of day, there's a healing aspect, and there's a relaxed feeling. But also Cancer is very comfortable. because it's ruled by the moon, and this connects to home and family and feeling, yeah, comfortable. Like I think of Cancer as like a warm, soft blanket that wraps around you. Now, of course, in Cancer's shadow side, it can wrap around you too tight and could suffocate you, for instance. But there's light and shadow to everything. But I'm just getting this very like warm, cozy sense. So it may even be at somebody's house. Okay, maybe there's more than, there's a few people there. It could be a gathering, a party. And again, it could be a water feature there, or the house could be near water. But this may also be that you go home together. Okay, so you may spend some time at one of your homes afterwards. Okay, so your next encounter, the next time you see this person, what's going to happen? Take time to breathe out. This whole reading is being super clear, isn't it? And I love this for you. It's so nice when things come through clearly. So, I mean, I shouldn't probably speak too soon because we don't know what else is going to come through just yet. But this does seem very positive, okay? But obviously, again, it depends on what you want, because maybe if you're wanting a lot of passion, you may not get the passion. That's not necessarily coming through just yet. Because again, this is all very soft, there's emotion, but it feels very chilled, very, very chilled. So yeah, maybe this is like you're able to just breathe. Maybe you're just even spending time with each other, but I don't know, so far I'm not getting a lot of talking, but again, maybe just being in each other's presence feels so comfortable, and like you don't need to actually speak in some way. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And then transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Okay, so there is going to be some sort of a breakthrough in your connection, but it's lovely because it's like a peaceful breakthrough. And even if you think about it with surrender, like someone puts up the white flag in a war situation, like I surrender, white is the color of peace. Okay, so this feels like, yeah, this peaceful surrender. So maybe this is that you decide to both put baggage or your past issues with one another in the past. Maybe you decide to just move forwards in a very positive way, because the world is representing new beginnings, and it comes right after the transformation, which is like death card energy. So where there are endings, there are new beginnings. So yeah, it definitely feels like your connection is going to transform, okay, in this next meeting, even without necessarily a lot of words. But again, sometimes it can be the absence of words. Like if there was an argument or something, or maybe they feel like you were gunning for them, or you were going to say certain things, but if you say nothing, this may disarm them in some way, and vice versa as well. So silence is just as powerful as words. Used in the right context, in the right timing, it can be incredibly powerful. So this may be that you're both able to use silence to your benefit at different points during this next meeting. Okay, let's see. I'm just saying which deck to go to. Yes, let's get the wisdom of the Oracle. So your next encounter, what's going to happen between you and your person? What did we have here? Thinker. Okay, not really surprised to see that. And then by the book, we've got two number synchronicities here as well, 1144. Could be something specific that happens at 11:44. I know that would be a very specific time frame, but I feel for some of you, maybe this is when you'll first actually speak to one another, or something will happen at 11:44. Maybe you'll be invited to this event that you'll see them at 11:44. Okay. Maybe you're watching this at 11:44. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but it just has a nice ring to it. Anyway, so I do feel, like I said, there is this element of thinking about things rather than acting, okay, rather than speaking up. Like I said, there's a lot of quiet between the two of you. But then this by the book is about doing something very traditional. Okay, moving forwards with a plan. So it may be that you both feel like there's a certain way to do things, and then there's a way not to do things. I don't know if this is making any sense. Maybe it won't make sense until it's past, till you've experienced this, but something about needing to do the right thing. So maybe this is why you feel like it's, maybe, for instance, if you feel like you were the last one to reach out to this person, say by message, and they haven't responded, then you feel like it's up to them to approach you first. So in that kind of conventional way, it's like, I step forwards, then you step forwards. I step forwards, then you step forwards. So this could be your person's mentality as well. But obviously the issue sometimes can lie in that sometimes this person may think that they've stepped forwards, or they have, but you may see it as them not stepping forwards. So you're still waiting here and they're still waiting here. So yeah, I kind of get a bit of this stalemate situation happening between the two of you, where you both feel like you should make the move. No, you should make the move. No, you should make the move. But then it's not, like I said, a stressful situation. It's still very calm. It's still chilled out in a way. Okay, but let's get some tarot on this now. What will happen between the two of you in this next encounter? Is anything more going to happen? Will there be a conversation? Will you become intimate? Or what will happen? What will happen in this next meeting? And obviously just remember as well that this is the next meeting. So of course it's in the future. So it may not make any sense yet. So please do give it time. And also that this is just the next time. It's not to say that things won't deepen or progress the time after that. Okay, this is just the very next time you see them. This may be the catalyst that propels the relationship forwards. You never know. Okay, look at that. Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like this is your energy here, Group 1. I feel like, again, this is you deciding, I'm not going to engage with them, or not necessarily engage with them. I feel like you would be more receptive if they were with you, but I feel like I'm not going to initiate any conversation. I'm not going to be the one to do that. But then, whoa, look. So I kind of get the sense here that you may be like doing your own thing. Again, like you're going to be distracted in some way. Like you're not going to be focused on this person. Okay, so you'll be doing your own thing. They will be at a distance looking at you, watching you. It's weird because it's like a stalker energy, but you're going to be in the same room. So yeah, I don't know, something about them keeping an eye on you. But maybe this is that they're waiting for the right opportunity where they feel like they could actually talk to you. But this may also be that they're too nervous or they're too shy to actually say anything. Okay, but I just see them kind of watching and waiting, almost like they're stalking their prey. Again, look at this, King of Pentacles. We've got strong Taurus coming through here. Could be Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn also. But yeah, see how he's like sat down. He's in like his kind of rigid place. So I feel like your person is going to be, maybe they'll be sat in a chair, but they'll be watching you. Okay, even out of their peripheral vision, because, you know, we can all see, or most of us can, obviously, unless you have certain eye disorders. But anyway, you know, we can see out of our peripheral vision. We don't need to turn our head or even to turn our eyes. We can see someone out of the corner of our eye. And it's almost like this person is going to be constantly monitoring your location. Like they're all, like wherever you are, whether this is at, like I said, someone's home or in a bar, a restaurant, some kind of event, they're going to know where you are at all times, which again may even feel like it's a bit creepy in a way. But maybe you like that. Okay, but they're definitely like, they just want to know where you are, even if they're not able to come up to you, okay, or speak with you. It's just like they are hyper vigilant as to where you are in the environment. So they may even be kind of a hyper vigilant person as a whole. Like they may be somebody that's always like they go into a room and they always check where the nearest fire exit is, or yeah, something. They may have PTSD. That just came through to me. So they may have been in a situation that caused them to just be hyper vigilant. But I do feel like they kind of turn that to you when you see each other. Okay, we've got the Sun in reverse, which I feel like is actually representing the dusk turning into nighttime. So I do feel like, I don't think it's going to be a fleeting encounter. Again, I feel like you're both going to be in the same environment for quite a few hours. Okay, so it would make sense at that time of day, it would be some kind of party or an event. So something social. Okay. What's going to happen between the two of you? Three of Swords in reverse. So one of you is going to be feeling relieved. Now, maybe even both of you might feel relieved, but I feel like it's going to be stronger for one of you. And maybe that's, again, where all this peace comes from, because maybe one of you thinks that the other one is going to come with a date. Okay, so that could be making the other person feel very on edge. Okay, but there's something about a release of feeling betrayed or a release of feeling some kind of pain. So, yeah, that's where that breathing is coming through, that relaxed energy. Because, yeah, especially if you think about it, you can really feel even more relaxed if you come from a heightened, anxious situation or feeling. If you're feeling super anxious and then like about something and then it doesn't turn out to be as bad as you thought it was, you kind of relax more into it because it's the contrast of the feelings. It's like the same with pain. Like when there's no pain, the absence of pain, you just feel fine. And until you feel that tinge of pain, but when the pain goes, you almost feel better than you did before the pain arose, if that makes sense. So it kind of feels like that for you and your person. But like I said, I feel like it's more your person because they seem to be the one that's a bit more obsessed, maybe a bit more even possessive, but also shy. Okay. I'm just going to finalize this with looking into how you will feel it goes. Okay, just to add another layer to this. Okay, but if you want to see how your person feels, what they think, I've got lots of pick a card readings on that. Just scroll down, you'll see loads of questions. But like I said, I'm going to keep that actually. I like to stay on topic of what the question is rather than deviate. That's just my style. Sometimes if I feel called to, I will, like I am right now. But I just want to, like I said, add another layer to this. So how will you feel? Oh, let's see. How will you feel the next meeting goes between the two of you? So we've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you're going to feel like there's a nice even flow between the two of you, certainly to begin with, okay, because this is the energy of reciprocity. And yeah, so what you feel like you're giving, you're getting back, and vice versa. How are you going to feel your next encounter goes with them? Page of Pentacles. So again, lots of earth energy here. There could be a lot of food. I'm sensing there being food around, which again would make sense for an event party, I guess. Okay. Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Could even be like a work event because there's so much money coming through here. So it could be, yeah, like I said, some kind of work event. I don't see you feeling very emotional or emotional at all about it. So yeah, it's interesting. Maybe even if you're feeling super emotional about this person now, I don't see it. Maybe you're able to just switch off or go cold in like when you're in the situation, but it may be when you come away from it is when you start to feel like your emotions come to the surface. But I feel like you're definitely very good at either having a poker face or, not allowing things to show. Like if you're going through some kind of struggle, like, yeah, you're very good at masking that. Okay, but I really don't even feel like it's a masking so much. But maybe, again, this is just an innate way of you coping in stressful situations is to, just act like everything's fine and you feel fine, again, until you may leave and then you feel differently. But in the meeting, again, it feels pretty good. Like I see you being very busy, So maybe this is you'll be speaking to a lot of people, you'll be networking. Maybe you even have a hand in whatever this event is. Maybe you are the one, like maybe you've set this event up and you've invited them, okay? Or maybe you're helping somebody to set up or helping them to clean up or something. Because I just, like I said, see you being very busy and yeah, kind of distracted. And you're moving in lots of different directions. So yeah, like I said, you may have a few different responsibilities at this event, or you may be, like I said, speaking to different people at this event. But yeah, I just feel like you're going to either way feel like it's a nice balance. Again, there's a beautiful flow happening here because even this Two of Pentacles is upright. So it's like everything's moving very easily. So again, peacefully with your person. So maybe you're going to have these backs and forths with them, but it's going to be very chilled out. Like maybe you'll say hi to each other, you might greet each other with a hug, which just feels easy. You may lock eyes with each other at points, have a heart to heart at different points. Not really a heart to heart, because again, I don't see the emotion, but more so this easy flow between the two of you in conversation, or flowing between group to group, person to person. Maybe, they slip in and tell you a joke, and then you laugh, and then you move on to someone else. And, it just feels quite nice. But, I'm not seeing any like crazy intensity here. I'm not seeing any like crazy passion here, which I appreciate may be a bit disappointing for some of you. Especially, if you were hoping that this was going to be a fireworks type of event. But like I said, this might be the catalyst that spurs that on for the two of you. You just never know what one event or moment will lead into next. And like I said, I'm not looking at the, what's going to happen that night, the next day, in terms of, the future. But so it may be that it manifests into something. But yeah, I just see you being very chill, very calm, very collected. Okay, so let's just see what else is coming through. I may actually look at how your person, I will do that actually. Before I pull any more lovers, romance angels, we've got deception. Oh my God, what was I saying? Someone is wearing a false self mask in the relationship. So again, definitely you, 100%. I see you having a mask on, but it may also be your person. You may both be, like I said, at this stalemate, both pretending you don't care, both pretending you're not interested, but really you both are. Okay, how will your person feel the next encounter meeting goes? 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, King of Cups. Let me just move these cards a sec. Okay. How is your person going to feel your next encounter meeting goes? Interesting. Cancer. The Chariot, but it is ruled by Cancer. And then the 10 of Cups. So there's a lot more emotion on your person's side. A lot more emotion. Like I said, you seem much more stoic, much more focused on the practical, on the moment. Like again, I don't see the emotional investment in you in this meeting, but your person, it's like, wow, King of Cups is like a full cup of love. Like they will feel like really warm around you, but they'll also feel a sense of need. Okay, there's something about needing you, needing your attention, needing your validation, needing. So, I said earlier, and I thought it was by mistake, but I said heart to heart. Okay, but on your side, it just wasn't seeing it. But I feel like on your person's side, they're going to want a heart to heart, but I feel like they may get disappointed. Okay, this 10 of Cups in reverse, is like a lack of emotional fulfillment for your person. So yeah, in some way it feels like they may try something with you. They may try to pull you aside and have a heart to heart, but you may be like, not tonight, or this isn't the right time. Let's talk another time. So yeah, you may actually kind of let this person down. They may also be trying to get in with you. Maybe they'll offer to help you with something, again, if they see that you're busy. But they definitely will try to come towards you, okay? But they are also going to be in this back and forth energy, okay? Like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I come towards you? Should I stay away from group one? Should I make a move? Like, they're definitely going to be, I feel like, more invested in trying with you than you will be with them. And that may be what makes sense as well from that beginning card with the by the book and the 6 of Pentacles. You're feeling like, yeah, well, that's how it should be. Like, they need to come after me. They need to be the one that's stepping up now for whatever your own personal reasons are. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. And maybe this is also what brings you a sense of peace, and also your person. Even though they may feel disappointed, I do feel like they'll feel more peaceful about it, because at least they feel like they've tried, especially if this person has been MIA or not giving you anything previously, and then they shoot their shot, or they're able to feel like, you know what, I tried. Even if I didn't succeed with group one, at least I tried. So rather than them feeling like, they're living with regret, or that it's eating them up inside, they feel like, okay, at least I tried. I can move on now if group one is no longer interested. Okay. Or of course we can move forwards together if they are. So each to their own there, and how your person feels. But yeah, as a whole, I feel like it's going to be a good meeting. I feel like you're both going to get a lot out of it. Okay, I feel like you're both going to feel mostly positive. But like I said, your person, if anything, may feel a little bit more disappointed than you. Okay, but I'm just going to get some Astro dice now. So we've got the number 3. So something could happen as well within the number 3. It could be even a group of 3. We've got Aquarius and Neptune. Oh yes, and I did forget to mention here as well, with this Neptunian energy with the King of Cups, they could be consuming alcohol or feeling under the influence. Maybe they feel like they need it to give them courage, okay, to come towards you. So that could also be something that you notice about your person, that they're drinking. Maybe if they're not somebody that usually drinks, you may notice them drinking. I don't feel like they're out of control though. You know, King of Cups is upright. So yeah, I feel like I said, it may just be a couple just to give them that Dutch courage. Okay, but the Aquarius energy is something kind of unconventional, something that's going to shake things up and is going to feel a bit shocking. So again, maybe the way that this person acts towards you is going to be a bit shocking, even after hearing this reading. Okay, or even if you sense that your person may behave this way with you, but you may actually find it shocking when it actually happens. It's like it happens to me when I've manifested certain things. Like even I've managed to manifest particular scenarios before, which is really freaky, where I'm flabbergasted afterwards. And I'm like, how did I manage to orchestrate that? Like, so it's almost like I kind of feel like you'll feel like that, like, whoa, like a step back. And again, it's like you're not going to process it properly, I feel, until you and this person part ways. And then I feel like you're going to kind of go over all of this and be like, wow, oh my God, and that happened, they did this, they said this. Okay, but in the moment, again, you're just going to be very cool, calm, and collected. So yeah, enjoy that energy, because it definitely feels like you're going to be in a positive place, and definitely a very peaceful place with this person in this next encounter. So I really hope that this resonates with you. Please comment below if it did. I would love to know what you think, okay? And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. You'll also find the link to my TikTok. So if you're on TikTok and you like readings, I do lives on there sometimes too. So feel free to check that out. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, Group 2. So let's take a look at you and your person's next encounter. Okay, what's going to happen the next time you see each other? So I'm going to get some details about the location, maybe even the time of day, how you'll feel about each other in this meeting, and anything else that stands out, okay? So how is your next encounter going to go with you and your person? Okay, we've got Vision Quest. So how is the next meeting going to go between you and your person? The next meeting, next encounter, answering the call, Spirit of Air. Okay, first of all, this gives me morning vibes. Okay, I don't know why specifically. The feeling is morning. That's what I guess I don't need to explain that any further. Okay, I just feel like, yeah, this is definitely going to be, it could be super early morning for some of you. Like it could be like a dawn, you know, from 6 a.m. or obviously dawn can be different times depending where you live. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's early, or it could be even up to like 11, definitely before midday, it feels like. It could be outdoors as well, could be doing something like in nature. But there's lots about mountains here. There's also a rainbow, so it may even be a rainbow, like when you meet each other, which is beautiful. Spirit of Air. It may also be a bit windy. Something about, yeah, wind and clouds is coming through. Okay, anyway, I don't want to stick too much to the weather. What deck was I going to? Oh, yes. Moonology. But obviously different parts will come through to me about the meeting as I, pull more cards and see more in the cards, okay? But it's interesting to me that we've got the Spirit of Air and the answering the call, because this is all very mercurial, which is connected to communication. So it may be that this is a meeting that you've actually orchestrated. You've decided to meet up together rather than it being, say, a run-in with them. Okay, so that could be why all of that air is coming through. But this could also be that you're going to be talking to each other a lot. Okay, but like I said, it may be that one of you like calls the other one out of the blue, like an actual phone call, maybe rather than a text. Okay, for some of you that may be the case. We've got your commitment is being tested. Interesting. Your commitment is being tested. So your next encounter with this person, what's going to be happening? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So again, more air connected to this. So yes, like I said, you may be doing something outside in the fresh air. Okay, well, like I said, it may be a bit windy, a bit cloudy, lots of clouds in all of these pictures here. But then your commitment is being tested. So this could have a couple of different meanings here. This could be that, like, for instance, you may go for a run together, or maybe you'll cycle together, or you'll do some kind of outdoor activity where it's like you need the discipline and you need the commitment in order to succeed. Like, I guess you need that with anything. But this could also be committing to the connection. Like you both making a commitment to meet up and see each other. So yeah, that could also be highlighting that this is going to be an arranged meeting rather than a flyby. Or like, some instances being like invited mutually to something. Okay, but this feels more, I'm getting much more one-on-one energy here. Communication is key. Communication, oh my God. Yeah, it took me a minute to digest that. But again, there we go. Makes perfect sense. Again, we've got the mercurial energy here. So yeah, you're definitely going to be talking a lot, which would make sense with you being one-on-one, because obviously it's harder to talk if there's a lot of people around and distractions. But for the two of you, it definitely feels like, yeah, you're going to be going back and forth about things. I feel like you're going to be talking about a lot of different things in this conversation, in this meeting. Okay, with Aquarius there as well, and with Gemini, there's a lot of fluidity. Like, I feel like you're going to jump from subject to subject. And you may even talk about things that you're both passionate about, things even connected to, the greater earth, humanitarian situations, politics, or animal rights or welfare, or things that are less focused on you both personally and more on the, things on a greater scale. But again, I just see you kind of jumping from like topic to topic. Okay. And it's like you feel this electricity when you're with each other. You just really enjoy speaking with one another. You really enjoy getting to know each other on this deeper level. Okay. Even though it may feel its surface, it's all this chat, but it's like the fact that you can just bounce off each other. Because not everybody can do that with one another. Sometimes it's like the two negative sides of a battery. Like you can't see eye to eye, you can't connect, you can't communicate. Whereas the two of you, it's like equal. It's like the negative and the positive that come together. There's no repelling and, there's an attracting going on here. Okay, but again, you're just bouncing off each other. It's really nice to see. Okay. How is this next meeting going to go between you and your person? And with the Aquarian energy too, this may even be a surprise meeting, okay? Well, not a surprise meeting as such, but a surprise invitation. So they may call you out of the blue or send you a message and yeah, you're really not expecting it. Okay, for some of you, you may even be the one that decides to reach out to them. Okay, I know that won't be for everybody, but yeah, definitely something unconventional about this meeting. Or again, even going somewhere that isn't the usual for a date or a meeting. Okay, we've got to be fair. And then observer. So we've got Libra energy coming through here, and this is giving me Virgo. Okay, these could be signs you resonate with. But I feel, again, it's more air though. We've got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so like I said, lots of chatty, yappa going on between the two of you. Okay, I do see it. And I just heard that, chat it, Shanice. Yeah, anyway. So I definitely feel like it's a lot of this. I just had verbal diarrhea. So for some of you, this like, I don't know, maybe you'll even feel this need to say a lot, but then something about this person where you don't feel like you have to overshare, like the conversation flows equally between the two of you. So rather than you feeling like you're doing all of the talking, okay, to try and keep up the conversation, because again, certain people can be like that. Or maybe you feel like that, other people talk too much and sometimes it's just nice to listen. So it'll feel like it's this nice even balance between talking and listening, okay? And, really hearing what each other says. And this is how you're really getting to know each other more deeply. Now we've got observer. So you may actually look through a telescope, like on this walk or this, yeah, because again, like I said, it feels like it's outdoors somewhere, like going on a stroll or a hike or, yeah, just maybe you even go for a coffee or a drink or something, seeing as it's morning time. But then, yeah, you might see something, like those telescopes you see at the like end of a pier or something. Okay, or this may be even like using your phone, because you can use your phone and like zoom in and you're like looking at something in the distance together. Okay, or just looking at the scenery together. Yeah, it seems very, very chilled in that way. It may be in the location, but obviously there's just so much chatter going on here. But I'm also getting the sense of you like staring at each other. It's a lot about the vision, observer, like looking at each other. So even though there's a lot of chatter, I feel like you're going to be almost like staring into each other's souls at points. Or like, I also see you both getting a bit shy when you look at each other. And it's like, you know, when you look at someone and then you look away, then you look at someone, look away, or you see someone doing that to you. I feel like it's kind of a bit of that, like you'll both almost be studying each other when they're not looking directly at you. Okay, but as soon as they make eye contact, you kind of divert your gaze. Okay, so it's like you're studying each other, but you're trying not to let on that you're doing that in some way. I guess because maybe it would feel awkward. I don't know. But let's see what's coming through here. Maybe you can even see the moon. Okay, maybe you're looking at the moon together. I know it's morning time, but you know, you can still see the moon in the morning sometimes if it's clear enough. Okay, we've got Chariot, charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So yeah, again, you're definitely going to be moving on this date or on this meeting. It's not like just stagnant. You're not just going to be sat there the whole time. You're definitely going to be either walking. You may even be on a dog walk. If you've both got dogs, you might go on a dog walk, or maybe one of you does, and you'll take the dog. Okay, but you could also go on a car ride together or get in some kind of vehicle. Okay, could even be, if some of you, if you're super romantic or if they're super romantic, this could be like a horse and carriage, very literally. But of course, I know that's pretty old school and not a lot of places have that right now. But something about the movement here. Like I said, you will be on the move together. And this may also be what makes you both feel a bit more comfortable, because they say it's easier to talk to somebody when you're not looking directly in their eyes, like if you're sat side by side or you're walking side by side, because you're not pressured with, again, how you look or how they look. You're just kind of listening to each other and walking together. So I feel like that may be what actually helps you to both feel like you can open up. You find it to be a bit easier because of this, because you're not like sat opposite each other on a date, which can feel quite intimidating at times. Because again, like you're sat right opposite each other, even if you think about it in like a fight situation, in a boxing ring, they're opposite each other. You see animals that are about to attack, they're opposite each other. You know, it's, like I said, very intense and intimidating to be opposite somebody. So it can obviously be very attractive, very alluring if you're comfortable with that person, you know that person. But if you don't feel that comfortable, it's not always the best position, certainly, to get to know somebody. So yeah, it feels like this is what's helping your connection as well to get to a deeper level in terms of your conversations. And then we've got Star, which again, we've got Aquarius energy. So Aquarius. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Love that. Okay. Let me just pop those there a second. I'm going to look at how you'll feel and how they'll feel on the date. I don't know why I keep saying date. I wasn't saying, that's not the title of the reading, but maybe that is what it's going to be, like an official date that you have with this person. Okay. But I do feel you're going to both really enjoy it. Like I said, you're both going to get to know each other. You're both going to feel maybe that something's healed. The hard times are over. So maybe you struggled to talk to each other before. Maybe you struggled to have this one-on-one or to go to a deeper level in the relationship. So you may feel like, both of you feel like you've been able to progress the connection in some way. Okay, there's a lot of optimism here as well. It's like wishing upon a star and it coming true. So this may be something that you've both been wishing or really hoping for, just to spend them one-on-one. Okay, which again, it feels really nice. Okay, it's not to say that there isn't any passion there or that there won't be any more passion there, but there's so much I feel like needs to be said, needs to be aired out in some way, or like this is the way that you're going to connect to each other on a deeper level, especially if you both have a lot of air placements. Like even your moon or your Mercury or your Venus being in an air sign, you know, there's an emotional need, there's a desire to communicate. And without that, you won't feel satisfied or happy. So, yeah, I feel like this is maybe words are a way to your heart. Okay, like maybe one of your love languages is words of affirmation. That could be quite high up there. Like you need to hear it. You need to that person to tell you how they feel. You need to know where you stand verbally with them, and they may be the same way. So this may be something that you're able to get out on the table as well. Okay, so let me see. How will you feel this meeting goes? Okay, as a whole, how will you feel this next meeting goes with your person, this next encounter? How will you feel it goes? Of course, if you want to look at, their own feelings, their thoughts, their exact thoughts about you, I have lots of videos, picker cards on that I've done recently. So I try to stick to the main topic at hand. Okay, so how you'll feel, we've got Six of Cups, the Two of Coins. So automatically, I do feel this is somebody that you have been with before, or you've definitely met them before. Okay, unless this is somebody you feel like you have a past life connection to, if this is like somebody brand new, but this is the next time you meet. So I guess for most people, this is going to be like, yeah, you've met them before. But I guess for those of you that may have been drawn to this, maybe you've met online, but you haven't met in person yet. Okay, obviously each to their own. But either way, it's going to feel like you're coming back. You're coming back together in some way. But then the Two of Pentacles reverse is, there's something that will feel a little bit out of balance. So I'm not sure what that is. But, you know how I mentioned about passion? We have passion with the Tower. Okay, let me just get one more. And then the Nine of Wands. So you're definitely going to feel attracted, okay, to your person. So that's very clear, okay? And something about it is going to shock you, okay? Maybe how you feel is going to shock you. Maybe the way that they act in some way is going to shock you. Maybe what you learn about them through these conversations is going to shock you. I don't know, but it feels like things are definitely going to heat up in some way. But then there's a feeling of release here or giving up. So I'm not quite sure about that. I'm just going to get more clarity here. I'm going to look at them and how they'll feel, because that may help to bring more understanding to this. How will your person feel the next meeting goes, the next encounter with you? How will they feel that it goes? The Empress. How will they feel that it goes? Page of Coins. The Star again. Like triple Aquarius now. How will they feel that it goes? Oh, yeah, your person is a bit nervous. Okay, I feel like, yeah, they're going to struggle a little bit. And so it may be them that, like I said, speaks too much or says too much. But it feels like there's something that kind of causes them to lose a bit of hope here. Now, maybe something you said or the say on this date makes them feel like maybe that they're not good enough, okay? So, I don't know, maybe you'll mention somebody else, like another person that you've dated, or like something will crop up that triggers them in a way, will make them feel like, oh, okay, maybe this, they don't want me or something, which is interesting. And it's going to make them feel weak in a way. And I don't know whether they may feel like you are a bit cold with them. Okay, now I'm not saying you are going to be cold, especially because of the Six of Cups. Like you're going to feel all of these warm feelings with this person. But then, yeah, maybe you're going to struggle to be, that in touch emotionally, especially because of all of the air. Of course, air is up very high. It's not connected down into the emotions, down into, the physical, into the roots. So it's all like very airy stuff. So yeah, your person may struggle to feel grounded again. So if anything, I feel like they may run away with their thoughts at times, but there is that lovely balance that's coming through. So maybe you both get a bit like that at times, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like your person sees you as being a little bit shut off, but maybe that's how you are at first, but then you ease into it. Like it takes time. Like you're not somebody that like warms up straight away. Like you may take a little bit of time, a little bit of finessing, for things to feel more comfortable before you're able to really open up and be, your true, authentic self. Okay, so it feels like they may see you as being a little bit detached. But yeah, I feel like if anything, it kind of brings this person feelings of insecurity here. Yeah, and you may even be picking up on that through these conversations. But I guess this is what this meeting is all about for you as well, is to get to know each other, as I said, on a deeper level, to see whether you're really compatible, to see whether you want to take this to the next level. So I didn't do this with the other part, but I do feel like it would be nice to gain some clarity on this for you as to something connected to after this. Because obviously, yeah, like I said, there's clearly a lot of talking, a lot of discussions, a lot of movement going on. But yeah, it feels like it's a bit deflated at the end. So like I said, you may feel a bit deflated at the end of it, but let me just see like how I'm going to see. I'll pull a couple of cards for how you'll feel after the date, because sometimes on the date, so much can be going on. It's oftentimes after the date that you're processing things and realizing, like, you know, whether this is someone you want to take things further with. Okay, so after this meeting or after this date, how will you feel about this person, or what will you want from this person after the date? What will you want from this person after the date? Eight of Coins. What will you want from this person after the date? Queen of Coins. And what will your person want after the date or after this meeting with you? What? It's too many. What will your person want after the date? Six of Wands. Temperance. Okay. So this may be a little bit that you may struggle to be on the exact same page. After this date, it's not to say that things aren't going to progress moving forwards, but in this initial period, I feel like you are going to be maybe even thinking more seriously. Like you want them to put in the efforts, and you're willing to put in the effort too, as long as you feel like they are. But, you know, Queen of Pentacles is stable and secure. Like you're focused on the practical and, you know, things that are long term. So I feel like you're starting to see this as, you know, potentially being something long term. Whereas your person is a bit more, I would say, casual in their thoughts, okay? Which I appreciate may not be, you know, what you want to hear, but you guys know I'm going to be upfront with what I see, okay? They may be thinking, it's almost, I feel like their ego is kind of jumping out here, where they're like, yes, I conquered you. They may feel like it was, you know, a prize to go out with you. So in that sense, they're going to feel very grateful. They're going to feel victorious. You know, I feel like they're going to feel on top of the world, basically, after the date. They're going to feel very, very happy with you and with themselves for achieving it. That's what I hear them saying in their head. But yeah, this energy can sometimes be like a need for a lot of attention. And so they may be somebody that needs attention from other people. So yeah, they may be a little bit of a player, okay, just to warn you. Maybe you know that about this person. They may also be traveling though, okay, so I don't want to rule them out or in as being a player, but this can be because both of these cards represent travel and distance. And so they may have to go on a work trip or something, but they feel like very happy after being able to date you. But it may be that they've got other plans or things in place so that they're not thinking about something long term. But like I said, this isn't that they're not going to think of something long term, but I feel like immediately after the date, they're just going to be very happy. They're going to feel hyper attracted to you. Okay, I feel like they're going to want to get to know you on a more intimate, physical level. Okay, I think they'll be having some kind of 18 plus thoughts. Okay, so yeah, you seem a bit more grounded, like how are things going to be in the future? Am I willing to invest in this? And they're just going to be kind of like, yippee, woo, okay, like when am I going to see group one next? When are we going to, you know, get down to it? That's the vibe that I'm getting here. So I really hope that this resonates with you, group two. Please do feel free to comment below if it does. I would love to know what you think. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. You'll also find the link to my TikTok. So if you are on TikTok and you like these readings, then you can always follow me there too. I sometimes do lives, which I don't do over here on YouTube. So something a little different. Okay, I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 3. So let's take a look at you and your person's next encounter. The next time you see them, what's going to be happening? So I'm going to look at the time of day potentially, where, the location you'll meet, whether there'll be other people there, whether it'll be a run-in or an arranged meet, and how you'll both feel about each other in the meeting. Okay, so let's take a look. The person on your mind, group 3, your next encounter. How is it going to go? Okay, so we have offerings. Okay, Spirit of Fire. And then white buffalo. Okay. Let's see, what am I picking up here? So first of all, the time of day, I do feel like it's going to be more of a late afternoon, early evening. I'm seeing the sun going down. Okay. So yeah, I don't feel like it's when the sun is at its highest point. I don't feel like it's the morning. It definitely feels like it's going into night. Yes. Now, what else is coming through? So there's wood here, and then there's also fire. So, which would make sense as well. Obviously, like you could be somewhere where there is like a fire being made, like a fire pit, okay, or like an indoor fire. But this could be more symbolic, of course, of your actual meeting. So this could be a very fiery, passionate meeting between the two of you. Okay, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of heat and warmth here. But then contrastingly, we've got the white buffalo. And look, he's in this very snowy environment, so which is freezing cold. So it may be that there is a bit of hot and cold between the two of you in your next meeting, which is intriguing, isn't it? So I'm definitely going to pull some more cards and see what else is coming through here. But then the offering as well. So it may be that they offer you something on this date, this meeting. Maybe they offer you a drink, a meal. Maybe they're paying for it. I don't know. I need a lot more clarity here because I was getting more clarity in these past two. Just with the 3 cards, so I feel like I need more now. You're very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. Again, all these trees. I definitely see like something about the environment being very earthy, very woody in some way. So yeah, you may be like out in the woods. Maybe you live somewhere near the woods, or so you go into the woods together. I don't know, that'd be a bit creepy at night though, wouldn't it? But I guess no, it's not necessarily going to. It might lead into nighttime. It might start off in the day. So again, maybe this is camping, okay? Or maybe this is more about the decoration of the place that you're in. Maybe there's a lot of like woods or natural, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Natural, why can't I think of the word? Items. It's not the word I'm thinking of. But you know what I mean. Some like natural things. So eloquent of me, I know. Natural things, but decorations of some kind, like a wooden coffee table or like wooden beams, that show through on the ceiling. Okay. Maybe like lots of stone as well. There's a mix of stone and wood. So yeah, definitely somewhere where it's quite earthy, maybe quite rural. So this could be many different places. Could be somebody's home, could be a restaurant or a pub, or like I said, somewhere outdoorsy. But I will get more information. So we've got communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So you will speak, okay? You will speak in this next meeting, okay? Because obviously for some of you, in different piles, obviously it's different depending on. But if it's like you meet them by accident, like you bump into them, for instance, or if you're at an event with lots of people, it may not always be the easiest. Like you may see them, but you may not actually communicate, obviously. But for your group 3, I do feel you will, okay? No matter what the circumstance is, I definitely feel like you're going to have a conversation for sure. And then we've got, a new romantic cycle begins. So yeah, I feel like it's the conversation that's going to ignite things between the two of you, group 3. Okay, because yeah, look, there is a new cycle beginning in a very romantic, passionate way. So maybe if things have been very cold between the two of you, things will heat up. So that could be what that contrast is. But it may even be that if things have been very cold for a while, it may feel like things go from like 0 to 100 here. Okay, because oftentimes it's the comparison, isn't it? It's like if we're feeling super cold and then we step into a super hot environment, like it's going to feel so much hotter because we were cold to begin with, and obviously vice versa. So it may be that there has been, like I said, this hot and cold, or maybe even like part of the meeting, maybe they're cold with you to begin with, and then something triggers them and then they get really fiery or they get really passionate with you. Okay, something where there's like this mix here. Maybe like you have an assumption, oh, they're not interested, or they're why they're being cold with me, and then they come out of nowhere and they offer you something, or here's a drink, or I've missed you, or they'll like give you something that like ignites. Oh yeah, giving. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're gonna receive something from this person. So they may even give you a gift. Like for instance, if it's your birthday or something, like they may, yeah, give you a practical, actual gift. But yeah, it's like they're going to give you something you can hold in your hands. So yeah, like I said, this might be a glass, a drink, some food, flowers. What else? I don't know. Money. May even give you money. Why not? Get the bag. I don't know. But there's an offer coming in during this meeting. Let's see what else is coming through. Chop wood. Wood again. There's definitely a lot of wood. So yeah, it could even be like wooden doors, wooden floors. Like you'll definitely notice there being a lot of wood where you are. Okay, as a material. That was the word I was trying to think of. Material. Okay, natural materials. I knew it would come in the end. So yes, you will notice that. You may even notice like an actual broom or something, like being close by. So it could be something very specific. But yeah, lot of wood and natural materials. And then we've got happy, happy. Yay. Do we love to see that? So yeah, it is going to be a very happy, happy meeting between the two of you, because yeah, it makes sense that there is this new romantic cycle beginning that is going to make you very happy, and it may make you both very happy. Yay, so cute. Where is that other deck I was going to use? Oh, here it is. 1 second, guys. Okay. Now, it may also be like your person has to do a lot. So with the chop wood, they may feel like they're going to have to chop a lot of wood in order to get your attention. Okay, especially if they know that they screwed up with you previously. So they may feel like they need to make amends for it. Okay. But yeah, your next meeting, your next encounter with your person group 3. Oh, we have luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So, okay, this is looking very, very good for you. And then Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Look at all this bright green as well. So this might even be like the color. Maybe you both wear the color green and like you mirror each other. Or maybe it's not green, but there's something about you mirroring. I don't know why I'm seeing it is to what you're wearing. So like, yeah, you might both wear black. You might both wear red. And none of this is coordinated either. Like you'll just both instinctively wear the same color. Okay, which I feel like will kind of put both your heads on a swivel when you see it. Like, whoa, they're wearing that color. We're so aligned. Okay, I mean, couples do that intuitively, and it can show couples actually being in alignment. Obviously it can look a bit twee when it's matchy, each to their own, but energetically speaking, sometimes you can tell that with couples if they are aligning with each other or if they're repelling each other, And I feel like there's something about you aligning with each other more so this time. Okay, and you're both going to feel very lucky that you're in the same environment together. So I feel like you've both been wanting to see each other for quite some time. So maybe it's not been able to happen for a while, or maybe you just really feel that sense of joy when you're with this person. You have that with certain people in this world, and this is one of your people, So let's see what else is coming through. Let me take a look specifically now at how you will feel and how your person will feel. Okay, during this next encounter, during this next meeting, how will you feel? How will you feel? Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, King of Coins. Oh, and Judgment. Okay, let me look at how your person will feel. How will your person feel the next time you see each other? You're in your next encounter. How will your person feel? 6 of Swords. 6 of Cups, the Moon. Okay, so your person is definitely going to be more emotional than you. You may feel triggered though. I will say that with the 5 of Wands. I don't know, you might feel angry when you first see them, especially as you may see them as being quite detached, because in the beginning here, it seems like your person is kind of off in the distance, like they may be like ignoring you or pretending they don't see you. Something about their ignorance to you is making you feel like angry. Okay, and then I sense that your person realizes this and then they come into you all sweet. Okay, and I feel like this is when they come in and offer you something, which even though I feel like makes you happy, I feel like you may actually judge them a little bit over this, or you may criticize the fact that they're behaving this way and that it takes for you to get annoyed with them or for you to feel triggered in order for them to do the right thing or what you feel is the right thing for them to do. But yeah, your person may be under the influence of alcohol during this meeting. They could be, or drugs for some of you. Obviously, disregard that if you know your person isn't that way inclined. But yeah, I do feel like that could be for some of you. This may give them the courage, though, for instance, in order for them to approach you. But I definitely see them being more sweet with you. But there's something about them being a bit confusing. So again, I feel like it's this hot and cold. Yeah, you're definitely both going to feel this. Well, I almost feel like they're going to instigate it, though. Like I feel like maybe you will go into this with open arms and be like, okay, I'm willing to be upfront or willing to be open to this person. But then you see them being all distant. And so this causes you like, oh, well, screw them then. Like that's the energy I kind of see you being in. Like if you're just going to ignore me or focus on other people or other things, then yeah, screw you. I'll do my own thing. But then it's like they realize they have to snap out of it. If they want to connect with you on a deeper level or to progress things in any way, they're going to have to be nice to you. They're going to have to show you their sweet side. But yeah, I just feel like it'll throw you a little bit. Like you'll just be like, why are you like that? Because this might even be like they do an Irish goodbye as well. Like they could be really, really sweet all night. You could be having, these sweet discussions with each other, like feeling the feels. And then it's like they disappear and they never said goodbye. And you're like, what? Where did they go? Why didn't they say goodbye? So yeah, you may feel like in some way their actions towards you will feel a little bit confusing at times. Okay, but there is a lot of happiness installed. But obviously it's like happiness is a fleeting feeling. Like anger is a fleeting feeling. Jealousy is a fleeting feeling. Peace can be a fleeting feeling. Now, obviously, even in the span of a few hours, you may be on a bit of a roller coaster here. 1 minute feeling really happy, like things are going really well, and then feeling irritated, feeling annoyed, then feeling happy, and then feeling more even, feeling at peace. But like I said, you definitely will have a conversation. Your person is going to initiate it too. I don't see you being the one to do it. But it may also be you're able to help mediate some kind of other situation that seems to be going wrong. So it could be that there is, yes, other people are also arguing. Maybe they feel like they have to deal with this other conflict going on. But then you feel like, well, you're still not paying attention to me. Why are you focused on that situation when I'm over here? Okay, and then I feel like this is where your person does come to their senses. They do snap into it or snap out of it rather. And they're like, you know what? Group 3 is where it's at. Group 3 is the one that I need to put my time and attention into. Okay, so like I did for that was way too many cards. I hadn't finished my question. As I did for group 2's reading, am I going to do this for you as well? I'm just going to see like how you'll feel about each other after the meeting. Because again, sometimes it's like we don't process everything or register everything that has happened or how we feel when we're actually in the same room as the person. It's oftentimes when we leave or when we're home alone or we're thinking about it that it all kind of comes to a head. So I just want to see like how you'll feel and how they'll feel after this encounter. Okay, how will you feel about them after this encounter? How will you feel about them, group 3, after this next encounter, this next meeting? Okay, so we've got the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. How will you feel about them after this next meeting? And then the Six of Wands, okay. How will they feel about you after this next meeting, this next encounter? Two of Coins. How will your person feel about you after this next encounter? The Hangman. Four of Pentacles. And on your side, one more, please. Ten of Wands. Okay, I kind of get the feeling that you're going to be like, I can't be bothered with this anymore. I see you having some sort of victory with the Six of Wands rather. Like you are going to feel, yeah, that something has gone right. something is lucky, but this may also be like you've had a close escape. So maybe you, like the way that this person acts, you kind of like, oh, I'm glad I didn't get too invested in them. Okay, because it kind of feels like this is you like giving up on them. Like you see them maybe as like you will have a conversation, but maybe they're not very open and you don't get much out of them. Or maybe they even say things that can be cutting at times and you just don't know which way to take them, because one minute they're sweet, one minute they're mean, or one minute they're hot, one minute they're cold. And so, yeah, it's like you'll feel like you're victorious when they're hot, when they're being sweet with you, when you've got, that positive reciprocity going on between the two of you. But then when they distance, when they disappear, when they go MIA, it's like you just feel like, oh, whatever, I cannot be bothered. Like, I don't want my time wasted. That's how I feel like you'll feel after this meeting, which I appreciate is probably not the nicest thing you want to hear, but it is the truth of what I see. Okay, but it's also not to say that things won't change in the future, that things won't progress between the two of you, that your next meeting after this may not be much better. Okay, this is just the very next meeting. And again, this could catalyze things to change in your connection for better or for worse, one way or the other. So all is not always lost, okay? And obviously you can always check my other readings. I've got loads of picker cards on their feelings, their thoughts, whether they'll reach out, that kind of thing. So you can always get more clarity on those. But anyway, now coming to your person, how they'll feel about you after the next meeting. I feel like if anything, they're going to be holding on to you more. Okay, maybe they feel you slipping away from them. And this causes them to try and like get their claws into you more, because this Four of Pentacles is not letting go. Okay, but this person is confused. They confuse themselves, quite honestly, because this Hangman reverse, like there's a part of them that feels like they need to break free, but then they need to hold on. So I feel like your person is going to feel very confused about you and them afterwards, okay? Because they don't want to let you go, but then they, like I said, they may feel like you're slipping away and that they've lost the opportunity. Okay, yeah, especially if like you were getting on really well and then they disappeared and they're kind of like, oh, why did I do that? I do see them beating themselves up a little bit and wishing that they focus more of their time and attention onto you. But then here, the Two of Pentacles, they felt like they had to juggle. Okay, so yeah, I do feel in this meeting, there's something that is going to distract them. Okay, something that will distract them from your connection. And in their minds, they're justifying it as, I had to do the right thing. Okay, or what I felt was the right thing. I was trying to balance this person, or, this practical situation, or whatever this meeting is about here for the two of you. Okay, however this is, you're coming together, even though I'm not really saying much about location, which maybe I'll just get a couple of cards on that. Oh yeah, I was saying about the wood, wasn't I? But I'll still get a couple more cards on it just to see if I can get more clarity. But yeah, it just feels like they felt like in that meeting of yours, they weren't able to give you their full attention and they knew it. Okay, but they're still holding on, I feel, for another chance with you. So on their side, all is not lost. Whereas on your side after the meeting, you may feel like not necessarily all is lost, but I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with this person unless they're able to be consistent with me. Because that's what I feel like you are concerned with long term, is the consistency and whether they can really step up to the plate. But I feel like your person wants the chance to try, but this may have been one of their chances and they, in one sense, have failed. So let's just see. Let me just look at the location. Any more information about the location or, the meeting of you two coming together? Oh, we've got the moon. We have the moon. So the moon may be out, might be shining that evening. Could be a full moon. This could also be that it's close to water. Okay, we've got the sea here. We've got crabs. Could even be like a seafood restaurant. Okay, or a restaurant by the sea, or a bar. Yeah, it could be. With the Four of Swords. There's something about a red flower here. So there could be some kind of red flower decoration. Could even be like sea decoration. Like again, something like a sea-themed place. Couple more, please. What's the location? Knight of Pentacles. The Lovers. What's the location going to be? It may even be, for some of you, it might be a secret meeting. Okay, so this could be a one-on-one meeting that is secret, but yeah, they may have to bow out early, for instance. They may have to cancel early or something. Something about that. Delays. So maybe even that they're late. So that could also be like it starts off on a rocky foot because maybe they're late. I didn't even think of that. It might not be that they ditch out early, but they may be late to begin with, which you feel like puts things on a bad foot in some way. But I definitely feel like things are going to heat up. So you may actually kiss this time when you see each other. I wouldn't be surprised because it feels like there's definitely like you two coming together being very close. So at the very least, I definitely feel like there's going to be a hug, an embrace, as well as a conversation. But for a lot of you, I do feel like you're actually going to kiss each other on this meeting. Now, it may take it further than that, of course. I feel like with the moon, it's that Pisces energy. I don't feel like this is set in stone just yet. And of course, you have your own control over this. You can decide on your side whether you're going to take it to the next level with this person as and when this occurs. But yeah, I do feel certainly there's the opportunity for you two to get intimate, I feel. So yeah, like I said, it could be at someone's home, could be somewhere, again, it's quite secret. Maybe this is even like a restaurant that not many people know about, or it's kind of out of the way. Yeah, something about privacy here. Or maybe like even if this is an event you go to or there's a lot of other people there, like you may take some time to just spend being alone. But like I said, I just don't feel like you're going to have this person's full attention. I don't feel like it's going to be connected to other like romantic opportunities. I feel like it's either connected to their work, some kind of responsibility, or friends, or like I said, a situation that's happening in the direct environment. So like I said, if there was a fight kicking off or something and they have to go and like, they feel like they have to go in and break it up or something. I don't know. But something that like is going to take their attention away from you at one point, but they are going to come back to you. So anyway, that's what I see for you, Group 3, for your next encounter, your next meeting. I really hope it resonates with you. And please do comment below if it does. Let me know how it resonates. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. And you'll also find the link to my TikTok. So if you like TikTok readings, and I sometimes do lives on there too, then feel free to check that out. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.